Hello, how is everybody? I hope you're all doing well. So something that I've been asked quite a few times now on the channel is, Mick, is there any chance you could get hold of a bigger family tent and show us one of them? So without further ado, if you watched the previous video on the 3-second tent, the good people at Reactive Outdoors were kind enough to send me that 3-second tent, along with, and these tents don't come much bigger, this tent. So this is their air tent. It's the extra large cabin tent, this, and apparently can sleep up to 10 people. And it's a inflatable tent. Not only is it an inflatable tent, but it's a self-inflating tent. So it's got an inbuilt pump. It comes with a battery that has a USB-C for charging it, etc. And apparently you can get up to 5 uses off the one fully charged battery. So if I just tilt you down so you can see the bag as well. Excuse if you're seeing any fingers. So the bag has got its carry handles here that you can just throw it across your shoulders. Just pop the bag open, and in the bag it's got the drawstring top, so it's ample big enough, if you can see that. You've got some quick instructions on here telling you to peg the corners before inflation, and then when the pump stops, lift the air beams. So just do that. Inside the bag there you've got its own little pocket, and in that are your tent pegs. Again, just shepherd hook style tent pegs. I personally would swap them out for something larger. As in the other bag there, you've got your card, your thank you card. There's instructions sewn into the tent there. So obviously you've got to make sure that you do the inflation valves up tight before you inflate it. So then we've got the tent itself, and I'm hoping you can see that's on its own cinch buckles there, and we have the pump, sorry, not the pump, the battery that just slots into the tent. It comes with its USB-C cable to charge it, and you also get a repair patch in there as well. So yeah, I like these straps. They're not ribbons, they're proper cinch up straps, so that's good. So what we'll do, I'll get it on the lawn, and I'm hoping that it will fit. I'll put up some of the materials. It's 210D Oxford cloth that it's made of. I'll put it up there, and as we go around, when the tent's inflated, I'll time the inflation to see how long it does take. Now they say this tent can be put up by one person, so we shall see about that. They might not have counted into that it's me putting it up, but we'll see. Like I say, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So I'm just going to unclip the straps from the tent. I'll pop them in the bag for safekeeping. Let's roll out the tent. You also get a free footprint ground sheet with the mat, and it looks like it's got corners that you toggle on there, so we'll have a look at that in a bit more detail later on. So let's get this rolled out. So here on the tent is where the battery goes in for your pump, and there's your on and off button But again, once I've got this out, we'll have a better look at it. Yes, I'm hoping it will actually fit in my garden. Right. Alright, I can see it's got built-on guy lines as well, which is good. And the beauty of this as well, apparently, once it's inflated, it is obviously self-standing. You can just move it if you haven't got it quite right to where you want it. I can see on the corners, I think. Well, let me just show you at this other end. Right, I can see. Right, I'm not going to bore you with everything. So what I'll do now, here I am, I'll peg the four corners back and then I'll show you where the battery and everything goes. So while the tent's pegged out, you'll see on the corners is these valves, and these need to be screwed in before you inflate the tent. There's like a Boston valve. So that, I think, is screwed in. And also, it's like this on the ground. It also has a little hole there marked so you can feed an electrical cable through it. So in this part here, you can see there, hopefully it's marked valve and power, and that'll velcro over once we've got this inflated. So I'll screw that on. It says to make sure they're tight. Then we'll put the little one on the top. Right, I'll just get the battery. So here's the battery in this little container. There's a USB-C. There's a repair patch inside there. And if you see on the battery, it'll tell you this way up for the valve. I know these cameras aren't the best for focusing in and things and looking at, but that says arrow points up towards the valve. So there's the valve there, there's the arrow. Just move it a little bit so you can see it a bit better. So that needs to point up to the valve. And I think that's it in. Right, we'll soon find out if yeah. So that's that in, but what I want to do, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to put the stopwatch on, and we'll time it. Right. So there's the stopwatch. I'm not going to be able to start both at the same time, but I'll just press hear the pump going there. And we'll leave that now, and we'll see how long it takes. I'll probably fast forward some of this, but now basically what you could do while this tent is inflating itself is go for a cup of tea, just sit down in your chair and let it do it. So it's easy as that. Four corners pegged out. Let me talk to you. Four corners pegged out, and we just wait for it to inflate now. Right, I'm leaving the timer running, but I will switch you off and I might put you on time lapse. So, let's see if you can see this. Trying to get it so you can see, but we're basically on 6-7 minutes there. But I'd waited a little bit. Sorry. I'd waited a little bit because what you need to do now, so that's it. You just got to give it a helping hand, pull out on these, and then need to go inside. I'll just open this door. I think we give the roof a push up. And I'm not sure if you give it another little burst on the pump, because the pump, well, hey, there we go. How easy was that? I don't know if you've seen that, just push that centre and up that popped. I'll see if I press the button, if it'll pop a little bit more air into it. Now this is a self-regulating pump, so it won't put any more air in that is actually needed. So let me just sort it out. So that was it. Wow, 6 minutes. Literally 4 pegs. 4 pegs, put the pump on. Yeah. So that just velcros down onto your corner, like so. Here your guy out points here. I will guy it out just to show you, but for now, you just have a quick look around it. You also got, here look, a nice little vented window to pocket, to pop out. Yeah, look at that. So plenty of airflow. Do you know what? I'm absolutely loving this already. There's another point there for a cable to go through. This is your second door here. If we just take a look at the stitching, everything is top notch on it. Yeah, everything. That was another valve there for your deflation. There's another area here that you can peg out, possibly store a bag or something under there. We'll have a look when I get it pegged out, but for now, without it being guyed out and everything, I do like that. I do like that. Right, let's have a look inside. So inside, wow, hang on guys, look at this. This is me stood up in this. The weight of this, I don't know if I mentioned it, is 5.9 kilogram. So obviously, forget your backpacking. But for a campsite and for a base tent, this is fantastic. Now it does say up to 10 people. So I think if you were in like sardines, but ideally, 2 adults, 2 kids, you're going to fit in here. No problem. No problem at all on your sleep pads. Yeah, there's a lot of floor space. Let me tilt you so you can have a better look from the door. Oop, tripping over in my Crocs. But look at all the floor space in there. I didn't put the footprint down, but it is there to put down. And these are the beams. So obviously these are in Velcro pockets here that run right along the sides. And these are proper heavy duty. I think they're actually three layers 3 layers of material. I'll put it up here, exactly what they say, but I'll put the link in the description anyway, and see what you think. It's getting warm in here. Oh, and on the outside as well, look, you've even got your stays for your roof fence as well. I wonder if I could reach over and do them. These are windows with a mesh. Then obviously when you're not wanting, look how smooth them zips are. These are SBS zips, by the way. But these, because it's got the 2 zips on it, can you see that there? You could have these as much or as little ventilation as you want. Also, if you need to, you can just toggle them down for neatness into place. Along the bottom here, we've got a nice long pocket there, and also that is mirrored on the other side. And again, you've got these vents on the bottom as well, but I still need to peg this out properly. Yeah, oh, this is really, really good. This would be so easy. Takes all the stress, absolutely all the stress out of having a fight about which poles go where and everything on a family tent. Just put that battery in, make sure you've charged it before you go, pop that in, press the on button, sit back, watch it go up. I mean, this was my first time, so I did just pop round and give it a quick tug on each corner to make sure. But yeah, that was so easy and quick. 6 minutes and literally 2 minutes, if that, to roll it out and peg the 4 corners in. That is fantastic. Right, let me get the guy lines in and we'll have a look when it's all pegged properly. Right, I've pegged out all the outside. Well, I put the 4 guy lines out. That was basically it. And these areas here with the venting, you could saw your boots or whatever, you know, in there. They're only on a bungee cord. Unclick it, put whatever dirty stuff underneath there, then clip them back up again. It's probably what it's made for. I've only done this vent up at the top with its stay. This one here has got double stays. Yeah, it's the white, by the way, not holes. If you just noticed that, these aren't holes, it's the stitching. It's got white stitching because the top of the roof is white. So I've got those open, the 2 side vents here, and I've rolled the windows and they're just on a simple toggle there. So with the doors, beautiful thing about this as well, allows this for even more ventilation. So these zips are all SBS zips. You can just unzip that down. Look at that. Even more ventilation coming through there. And you can do it, obviously, it just mirrors it. Exactly the same. How smooth are those zips? Hello, garden. Look at that, oh, they're lovely and smooth, them. And you can just, again, you could roll them and toggle them up out the way. There's a toggle just in the middle there for that one. So nothing too complicated at all. Yeah, it's absolutely, I love it. I love the space of it. And what I love the most, it's unusual, isn't it, is all this room that you've got. And the thing is, the sides are basically vertical as well. Well, they are vertical, so they just come straight up. So you're not losing, you're not going to lose any floor space at all. It's all usable. You haven't got tents that are starting to come in at an angle or anything. It's all usable floor space. So let's look at them zips, are lovely. Sorry. Which is, I'm trying to find which would probably be the best door. Let's have a look at this door down here. I'm just going to stand you up on the tripod a second so you can see things a bit better. So what I've done, I've just popped it on the ultra wide So instead of the camera putting £5 on me, it's probably putting £20 on. Honestly, it's the camera. So we'll just zip this top half back up. You can, you know, you can hear when they're good quality zips. And what I like here as well, where these two zips meet, you might not see from there, but you've got a flap, so it will stop any insects from getting through there. So we'll just undo that. And let's do the bottom zip. A bit of Velcro there in the middle, just to keep that. If you wanted just the half, there's another bit of Velcro here. And these are obviously on the little storm flap. But there we go. How brilliant is that? And there's your door. And you can simply just roll this. I'm hoping you can see me. I'm big enough, aren't I? Just roll that up and toggle it out the way. So no complicated door systems to deal with or anything. Just your simple toggles. I've only done this quickly, obviously. You would be able to do it a lot neater, taking your time. But there we go. Hello, can you see me? Echo, 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 echo. It's that big in here. Right. Let's have a quick look round outside. So easy guy lines. You're not going to see there with the sun in, are you? So there's your guy lines. Just go down to a V, onto a round metal splitter, then you're the one coming off. I personally would swap out these pegs for a tent this size for something a little bit more heavy duty. How good does that look? That's Bertie next door. Yeah, like I say, with these areas here, if you want to put your muddy boots after a day out walking, it's just simply just bungeed on and then bungeed back down again, and you've got your vents there as well. So it's dual purpose, your white hood. This is a fantastic base tent. It really is. There's a room inside of that. But not only that, this would be great. You know, if you're doing a meet-up somewhere on a campsite with a lot of family, cousins, or just loads of your friends and that, if you took one of these, how good would it be just to have it as a meeting tent? You know, for you all to sit in of an evening. It'd be fantastic for that as well. I'm just going to go back in. Yeah, it's brilliant. And I'm just going to grab the bag. Something else on the bag that you don't get with many other tents. So yeah, in the bag, you get the tent setup instructions, step by step, telling you exactly how to do it, which I didn't use. There's even a QR code there that'll tell you the tent setup, but it also gives you the takedown instructions as well. So releasing the valves, getting it and folding it. That is brilliant. I'm going to leave that bag in here actually. So love it. The quality of it, I've not seen a loose thread, honestly. Quality is amazing. And the thing is, it's not a bad price, you know, for what you're getting here. I mean, you see some air tents and they're £800,000-900,000. This, as a cabin tent, is fantastic. Yeah, 2 adults, 2 kids. Quite easily. Yeah, it's lovely and spacious. Anyway, I'm going on, Anna. But so far, don't forget, this is just a first look. It's not a full review or anything, it's just a first look, putting it up to see what you get and everything. We will camp in this on a campsite at some point. But I don't see why you would have any issues with it, to be honest. I don't see any issues at all. Well, I don't envisage any, so it's all good. And they get some brilliant reviews as well. I'll be honest, they're not made up ones. I've been on and looked and gone through them. It's got some fantastic reviews. So, right. I'm deciding whether to take it down now or leave it up for a little bit. But yeah, I'm loving it. I think I'll leave it up for a little bit and come back later to take it down. Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't say fantastic enough, me, do I? Really, really impressed with this. Really impressed. 6 minutes. I can't put up some of my 1 or 2 contents in that time. Yeah, brilliant. Something that I didn't miss for you, but the is, you do have a hanging loop up there. And another thing that I forgot to tell you, well, I haven't forgot to tell you because I'm telling you now, aren't I? But the actual air beams themselves here, these are actually designed so that they do flex in strong winds. So they will flex in and they will flex out again once the wind has passed. And also I mentioned it about having the intelligent air system. So if it does, let's just pop back outside. If it does lose any air, this has been out a couple of hours on its own now, by the way. So if it does lose any air, all we need to do, in fact, we'll give it a go now. If we just undo this and then we'll press the power button. And that'll pop in. There you go, it'll just top up. Just top up the air in these air beams. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it down, roll it up, and we'll see how easily it goes back into the bag. So the bit that I'm going to do off cam, there's no need for you to see, is I'm going to go around and take out the pegs. And then we'll come back and we'll do the rolling up in the bag and see if one person really can do it on their own. Okay, so first for me, I've actually looked at the instructions. So it says to close the roof vents, which I will do, remove the battery, and then undo the valves. I've left the doors open. I zipped them up when he inflated it, before he inflated it, then inflated it, but I've left them open while I deflate it just so I can push any air out as we roll it. I'm just going to drop this down and then we'll have a look at taking this battery out. Right, so here we are at the battery, and I'm assuming, yeah, that just pulls out. Then that can go back into its little container. Now it does say to take the pegs out, but I've took them out. I'm just going to leave these in because it is a bit blowy and it's a bit of a tent to go along. Let's see if we can get, I think that is for actually for your Boston valve fitment there. So if we undo this, wow, that went down at some speed, didn't it? Some pressure in that. I think it's 7 psi. But what I need to do as well, there's another valve here, this red valve, and I just need to screw that off as well. There we go. So that's a red valve off as well. And I just need to go around and push as much air out of it as possible. Right, so if I'm reading this right, It says locate the end with the red valve and the opposite longer end down there, sorry, and the longer end, and then fold them both towards the white valve, which is over in that corner. So that's what we'll do. So I'll put you on time lapse again for this, so you don't see me squabbling about and cursing. But I think it should be pretty straightforward. He says, famous last words, isn't it? It was easy as that. That literally took me, I don't know how long the time lapse is going to be, but it must have took me five minutes to just fold over and then get it rolled up. Admittedly, it's not perfectly, it is in the bag, everything is in the bag, the tops, that's the top flap that's covered it over. Obviously you get it with the two carry handles there. I just didn't line it up properly with the bag to get it in. But yeah, so that, the Reactive outdoor extra large cabin tent, I'm over the moon with it. First impressions, really, really good. Yeah, really impressed with that. The quality and everything seems absolutely spot on. As I say, this is just a first look. If you're considering buying it, I will leave a link in the description. It is affordable for what it is. Yeah, cracking bit of kit, but do your own due diligence and your own research. I've not really found, well, I haven't found any bad things about it, so says a lot. But like I said, we will get it out on a camp at some point, but not just me on my own, it'll be on a campsite somewhere. Right guys, that's it for this one. So if you have enjoyed it, if it has showed you something or whatever, you know, please give us a like. It really does help those YouTube analytics. Analytics. It's a band, isn't it? Analytics. Yeah, so, and if you don't subscribe, get yourself subscribed. Costs you nothing, and you get to listen to me waffling on. Don't forget the hype as well. That all helps about everything else. Soon it'll just be a million buttons to press, won't it? Right, anyway, guys, so that's it for this one. Until next time, wherever it is, whatever we're doing, jazz hands, mother. Love you all loads of millions. Bye for now. Mwah.